Welcome to Leopard Farm. That single rifle shot isn't just some trigger-happy hunter's whim. It's a last-ditch effort to safeguard a family farm and a cherished way of life that's getting overrun by a booming bear population. The issues run a lot deeper than ripped-up fences and flattened crops. These bears are shedding their natural wariness of humans, venturing bolder each year into suburbs, quiet towns, and folks' backyards, treating trash cans and garages like their personal look-and-eat smorgasbord. Picture this. Overturned garbage bins, raided sheds, and backyard cookouts crashed by a 400-pound uninvited guest who just saunters in like he owns the place. It's becoming all too common. Families aren't merely frustrated anymore. They're downright terrified, and who can blame them? No one wants to step out for a quick morning walk with a dog or let the kids romp in the yard, only to lock eyes with a massive 600-pound black bear staring right back. In many western states these days, that's just the harsh truth. Wildlife officials are pushed to their limits, capturing and moving hundreds of nuisance bears each year, trucking them far into remote wilderness areas in the hope they'll stick to the forests and peaks where they thrive. But all too often, those clever critters wander right back into human territory, causing more headaches. When all else fails, licensed hunters step up to the last line of defense. For the folks who shoulder the duty, bear hunting isn't some laid-back hobby or weekend getaway. It's tough, high-stakes business that demands sharp skills, unbreakable grit, endless patience, and rock-solid strategy. These hunters aren't in it for the glory or wall hangers. They're out there safeguarding communities, farms, and ranches while preserving the delicate equilibrium of the wild. Ask any veteran bear hunter, and they'll explain how the real strategy kicks off well before the season even opens, with smartly set baits that no inquisitive bear can resist sniffing out.
Ready?
Yup. I got it.
The bait setup is a stroke of wicked brilliance. Imagine dumping bait honey over a heap of coffee grounds, mixed nuts, and fermented fruit scraps, all crammed into weathered wooden barrels and left to ferment until the whole mess stinks like a boozy orchard gone wild. Hunters stash these barrels deep in the forest, tucked next to massive tree stumps or chained way up in the branches. Any spot where a black bear's super sniffer can pick up the scent from a mile off, but reaching it turns into a real challenge. That irresistible, sweet rotten aroma is like a siren's call. A bear will bulldoze through thickets and brambles to get with. The goal: keep the critter glued to the spot, buried in the treats, totally oblivious to the trap. With the bait locked in and the breeze cooperating, the hunters melt into the shadows, silently claiming their vantage points. Most folks scale a sturdy oak or beech tree, crawl out on a beefy limb, and rig a simple stand or just perch there, maybe 7 to 10 feet up, high enough to dodge detection and stay clear of that legendary nose, but close enough for a quick, humane shot. That's when the true thrill of the hunt kicks in. The weight of the weight presses down like a lead blanket, your heart slamming against your ribs like a drum in the dead silence. Every twig snap echoes like a rifle crack, shattering the quiet. Time drags on forever when you're hunkered down in that eerie hush. You can pick out a squirrel's tiny claws scraping bark from 50 yards away, or a single leaf drifting loose and hitting the ground with a pop that rattles your brain. You're sipping air in shallow breaths, barely daring to move. Fingers locked straight off the trigger, you're convinced that pounding pulse could echo off the hills and scare off every critter in the county. One wrong twitch, a stifled cough, or split-second lapse, the whole hunt's toast. But hang tough
Ensuring
with those
a silent
nerves of steel,
and strategic
and
approach.
sooner or later, that buck's gonna stroll out like he rules the ridge. He'll freeze, quarter away, just right, giving you the dream shot. Draw steady as silk, pin it tight in the crease behind the shoulder, or drop low for the net if he tilts his head, and let that arrow fly clean. The grind pays off big time. In bear country, patience isn't just a choice, it's survival.
Hello everyone, we're diving headfirst into the wild and ever-changing world of invasive wildlife management, with a focus on the growing challenge of wolf populations in rural America. As these majestic, yet formidable creatures increasingly cross paths with farmers, they're causing real economic strain on hard-working families. It's a complex issue that demands a thoughtful balance between protecting our natural heritage and supporting the livelihoods of rural communities. Stick with us as we explore practical strategies and inspiring solutions to tackle this pressing concern. In the heart of America's rugged farmlands, wolf hunting remains a polarizing yet essential tool for safeguarding livestock from devastating losses. Wolves, with their awe-inspiring strength and cunning pack dynamics, can wreak havoc on farms, threatening the financial stability of those who depend on agriculture. Their remarkable abilities make them both a wonder of nature and a challenge for farmers, sparking heated debates about how to harmonize wildlife preservation with the urgent needs of rural economies. Wolf hunting in North America is tightly controlled to protect thriving wolf populations while supporting farmers facing livestock losses.
It's hard to beat a ribeye steak sandwich.
Hunters, typically required to be 18 or older, must secure a permit before heading into the field.
Through late winter.
In states like Montana, demand for these permits skyrockets, with over 177,000 issued in a single season. These strict regulations strike a balance between preserving wildlife and shielding agricultural communities, ensuring wolf numbers remain sustainable while addressing the real concerns of rural livelihoods. Success in wolf hunting hinges on having the right tools for the job. Hunters often choose reliable, high-powered rifles like the .308 Winchester or .30-06 Springfield for clean, long-range shots. Quality binoculars are a must for scanning vast wilderness areas, and effective camouflage helps hunters stay hidden from sharp-eyed wolves. This gear, thoughtfully selected, boosts both safety and precision, giving hunters the edge they need to track and take down these cunning predators with confidence. Wolf hunting is a craft that blends time-tested skill with unwavering patience, rooted in traditions passed down through generations. A standout technique involves using expertly trained dogs to mimic the plaintive calls of wolf pups, luring wary wolves into striking distance. This approach demands razor-sharp instincts and seamless teamwork with canine partners. Hunters must also master stealth, gliding silently across rugged terrain to stay undetected. Precision is critical. A well-placed shot, ideally between 100 and 220 yards, targeting the chest or just behind the shoulder, ensures a swift and effective outcome. To elevate their success, modern wolf hunters harness cutting-edge technology to outsmart their elusive quarry. Electronic calls that replicate haunting howls, desperate distress cries, or the soft bleats of a fawn act as irresistible bait, tapping into a wolf's primal instincts. These lifelike sounds pull wolves closer, setting the stage for a strategic ambush. By blending these high-tech tools with sharp fieldcraft, hunters gain a decisive edge in the pursuit of these cunning predators. As we close out this journey, wolf hunting emerges as a gripping blend of tradition, skill, and stewardship, deeply deeply rooted in American culture. Each carefully managed hunt underscores a commitment to balancing thriving ecosystems with rural livelihoods. Can these age-old traditions harmonize with today's conservation goals? What cutting-edge innovations might sharpen this delicate balance moving forward? Dive into the conversation, subscribe for more, and share your insights as we explore this critical topic together.
Welcome back to the Leopard Farm channel. Last night, the folks in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, were up till dawn dealing with a wild hog invasion that turned their quiet town upside down. These feral beasts tore through the streets, and with the chaos hitting a boiling point, we knew we had to act fast. Our response team sprang into action, and after chasing down a few clues, all signs led straight to the rugged depths of the Cherokee National Forest, the likely hideout of these troublemakers. At first light, we hit the trail, heading deep into the forest where those hogs were holed up. Armed to the teeth with rifles, gear, and our trusty hunting dogs, our MVPs in any boar hunt, we were locked and loaded. Just as we got our formation tight, a herd of wild boars exploded out of the brush, charging like a runaway freight train. It was game on, and we were ready to take back the peace for Tellico Plains. With no time to waste, we zeroed in on the charging boars and let our rifles roll. The crack of gunfire rang through the forest as a well-placed shot hit a hog dead on, sending it tumbling through the dirt before it crumpled in heat. Our first win of the day. We melted back into the shadows about 100 yards off, staying low and keeping our eyes peeled, tracking every rustle and snap in the thick Tennessee woods. My rifle was primed and ready,